Hello, everyone. I'm Chuang. Let's draw a wandering albatross, which has the largest wingspan of any bird on the planet. As you can see from this model, its two wings are quite slender when spread out, which contributes to its name. The name wandering albatross demonstrates that this animal can fly vast distances by relying on its paired wings, which are similar to those of the long-haul airliners we often take. In addition to its slender wings, the wandering albatross has many other unique features. Its body is skinny, and its feet are tucked under its abdomen when flying, with the soles facing backward. It also has a relatively narrow, compact tail, unlike the large tails of some other birds. A bird with large tail feathers may be able to make intricate movements when flying, but it may not achieve high speeds. Since the albatross needs to travel long distances efficiently, it has a small tail to save energy. What it needs is speed and long-distance flying capability, not complicated movements in the air. Like many seagulls, it has a slender beak with a hooked tip pointing downward. Now, let's get started. First, determine its position in the picture. The albatross is a bird with a pretty elongated wingspan, so a well-controlled composition at the very beginning is necessary. Set the two shoulders here, and this is the distance between the bases of the two arms. Then, use dotted lines to draw its wings with an unfolded appearance. When drawing the wings, we also should know the shape of its bones inside. Its upper arm is here, which is the humerus, and then the radius and ulna, which form the forearm, are about here. Then, there are its palm and fingers, followed by the feathers extending outward from its hands. They stretch all the way to here. Next, we connect this line. The wings of birds are very thickly feathered and connected to the membrane, so the appearance looks more streamlined. Its hand extends to here. Let's draw its feathers in this direction. When viewed from below, the outer feathers are pressed against the inner ones, so we should draw the feathers of this bird like this. Now, let's use dotted lines to roughly define the lower feathers' outline. The flight feathers on its fingers are about here, and those on the arm are about here. Its wings are quite slender. Its wing feathers mainly comprise two parts, those on the fingers and those on the arms. Then, we can draw its feathers from the outside to the inside so that we will not mess up the drawing. The same is true for the other side. Draw from the outside to the inside, with the outer feathers pressing against the inner ones. This is the first layer of its feathers. There are usually several layers on the underside of its wings. Short lines like this can present the second layer. Then, add another row of even shorter lines. Doing this will show the layering of the feathers well. Its wings are pretty narrow and elongated. Presenting this feature will make the drawing consistent with the appearance of the albatross. Then, let's draw its abdomen. The abdomen can be drawn flatter and thinner. Its two legs squat inside, with the thighs facing forward, and the calves like this. The entire thighs are covered by feathers, but we can see the outline of the calves. Its feet stretch backward. We can draw them into a triangle because its toes are webbed. Then, we can slightly show its 3 toes. It has a short tail, which is a bit square. Just the outline will do. Then, we move to draw its head. It has a very long neck, which appears not long due to the thick feathers, covering this part so that we can draw it as a cone shape. It has a slender beak, with the front ending as a downward bending hooked beak. This part is also somewhat large, roughly shaped like this. Then, slightly show the mouth corner. Draw one eye here with a thin black line behind. Next, let's add some details. Although the mouth corner stops here, there is still a groove behind it, which is formed by its feathers. On the underside of its body, we can use thin lines to show a little shading. The dorsal side of the albatross wings is black, and we are drawing its ventral side. On the ventral side, we can still see that the tips of its feathers are a bit black. So, we can color the tips of each feather black. Finally, show the boundary between the beak and the head feathers. In this way, we finished drawing this wandering albatross.